SKDC coming back with the last one on Mirage, but still a lot to play for, and definitely a momentum-based map that we head to now.
Do I look happy enough for you now?
Just getting a closer look. Yeah, you look all right. You look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look fine.
Good. Well, you called me out for not looking hyped enough last time, so I wanted to make sure I was hyped enough for you this time with my face. But yeah, you're right. 4th map. Things look a lot more promising now. They seem like they've actually bounced back and they're getting into this series. The Inferno, interesting pick. We did say this is SKDC's map, right? So this is a chance for them to potentially pull this one to 2-2. And judging by that last performance, it seems like they actually have sorted their CT sides out and potentially can do this.
Yeah, and starting not only sorting their CT side up, but starting T side, which had a good late run for them on Mirage. I want to see them obviously pick up the pistol T side, Inferno, give them that 3-round spread.
Yeah.
If that doesn't happen and Method can stabilize their economy, specifically the CT side economy, early enough, then the half becomes basically an uphill battle. However, if that gets broken, that's when you start to see T rounds accumulate on this map. It really does come about. So, I guess to emphasize that point, if they don't pick up the pistol, make sure they're getting a lot of kills, getting bombs down, make sure they're doing the simple things that are going to help them stay in the game. If they start to let it get ahead, then Method could run away with the first half.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. One of the key things about T-side Inferno as well, you need to be very careful with your map control. The CTs can exploit you so badly. If you start letting them do it and give them opportunities to push down Banana without any sort of contention from the T side, you lose a lot of your options at that stage, and then it means the CTs can stop playing mind games with you, stop playing one player there, for example. So we need to make sure their T side doesn't get shut down completely. They need to make sure they're pushing up, they're answering back the aggression that started around. So that's what we need to see them do. Get the control to start, execute properly onto the bomb sides. Like you said, get the bomb down as well. Force some post-plant situations instead of getting forced back by the aggression. The CT, I'm pretty sure, will get a show as well. But here we go then. 4th map, will be the Inferno. It's going to look like Method will be starting on the CT side. This is, of course, SKDC's pick, so they get the weaker side here, which could be a big factor.
We'll knife on the 5th round only, or 5th map only if we get that far.
Well, maybe we'll hit the speed casting.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
We love it so much.
It's getting late.
Yeah, but that's like it perks us up, right?
That's kind of true. Hey, SKDC won. Wow. So we are going to the 5th map.
It's over.
It's over.
They just defaulted this one.
Well, congratulations on the victory. I love it, Stewie, showing
joking.
off some movement.
I
did like to see the fact that we brought out a double up in the last map as well. Method tried it.
Yeah, and it works so well, especially on maps like Mirage, especially when you get some footing on the map and you can lock down areas with one player. It's very strong. But here we go then. 4th map, pistol round about to begin.
So pistols out. Spin bot for Justin. Confirmed vac.
Match pause straight away.
Because of the spin bot hack.
Server to shut it down.
Yep. I hope he booked his one-way flight. I'm interested to see what they're going to bring out this time as well, specifically on the CT side, if they're going to try and slow down a rush.
Well, the CTs normally try and push Banana in this instance so they can at least get some information, if not some kills.
And that's where the deep smoke's going to come into play. If they can. They've already bought up one. I haven't seen the rest of the buy just yet.
Well, they've got 1 kit there, 2 smoke grenades to play with as well. So this could be a set piece for the CTs. You've got something in mind to shut down a full-on rush here, perhaps. Playing 1 player towards a Banana bomb site. So different to what we predicted, but 4 players for SKDC will be showing presence in second middle.
This is actually going to work out okay for Method if they continue pushing. Stewie just going to make sure that all is good at the bottom of Banana where they leave Ape to take that peek. And so far it's passive, so he's not going to have any information. They'll go on that. They'll take the run toward A. 1 player already spotted. Elite forced further and further back towards Speedway. Nice shot when he turns back, though, catching Ape in the air. And it's all kills from Method after that. So stylish, sexy, doesn't matter. It's efficient. They're going to get them down, and it's going to be Justin spotting up the bomb planter. He doesn't close it, but Ely coming all the way back over. The first one under pressure and the last one to laugh.
So quite a big investment from the CTs, playing 1 person towards a Banana bomb site. They put a lot of pressure towards A. Fell back. They saw some information coming up onto A bomb site. Fell back. Made sure they didn't get any frags away. Forced the T's to come onto the bomb site. Crossfires were deployed and prevailed. So very nice stuff from Method there. Great opening round for them. Of course, SKDC love a force buy even when they get the bomb down. So they will be answering back with Tech 9s, a smoke and a flashbang. Getting some Banana control as well. This will just be smoking off CT spawn. Get in together and make some headshots happen. Let's see what they can do with this.
And they go very quickly. That SMG did do early damage and then lined up 2 more, so Ocean, Stewie, they're the ones to pay the price, but it does eventually drop money in the bank, though, already, and add it to Ely as well. So this is what we were talking about. If Method had picked up that pistol, we needed bomb plants and efficiency. They failed to do so on the second round, despite a hard push on Banana. The third's going to be important as well, because if it builds again, it's just that much harder with gun rounds.
Absolutely. Well, we mentioned before, SKDC needed that good start to give them the T side advantage. They haven't got that now. It looks like 3 rounds will be going in favor of Method. They're going to keeping the lower rifles here. They've got Famas's, MP7, P90, just building up their bankroll. Be great if they could get a clean sweep here and keep those into the next round and do something a little bit aggressive and audacious as well next round. That'd be cool. But we can see the T's here. 1 smoke grenade in hand. All players heading towards the mid area. Who is going to have that smoke grenade? That is going to be Slemmy. Where is he taking it? I think he just dropped it towards the arch area. So you have to think they're going to be going towards quad here. Considering they get completely flashed out, and now they're going to be forced to do something they don't really want to do.
Additional smoke from Silent will help the B players to hold, but they're all not going that way. They're coming directly towards Silent. And nice shot on the second, just barely collecting Ellis before he eventually drops to Ape, not able to switch his reactions fast enough. But mainline inside the pit will drop Ocean and the bomb, and I'm sure that he saw it because it did fall forward at an angle that was completely visible. And Ely with the we've lost tag. May not be in a losing situation because, again, it's staying efficient. Oh, my goodness. How is this still happening? Mainline will close it. 3-0 and 2 players down. That's 1 better than the last round. But, again, efficiency and bombs, not really where we wanted them to be.
Oh, again, like I said before, even without getting bombs down, SKDC love force buying for some reason. They can't get enough of it. And they go into this first gun round with Slemmy on a Tech 9 and 3 smokes to play with, only a couple of Molotovs, so it's going to be difficult for them to do full executes. They need to find some picks here. As I mentioned before, the CTs can keep those Famases there, build up some decent bankroll, and they're not doing anything too aggressive. It's going to be a pretty standard 2-1-2 setup from them. The T's getting some contention on Banana. They're trying to get that information. That's good. They know they can get to the top now and perhaps find a frag there, but the players are seeing what's available to them, and the frags will open up, and it's going to be 4-on-4 situation now.
Bedroom's burning, but there's no sleeping. There's no rest for the Wicked as they come through and they get punished. It's Ocean, though, to respond. Down just 1 man for SKDC, but again, first gun round and bomb down. I mean, this is spiraling.
Crazy push from Strebel there. Didn't really have to do that. If he'd have died, it could have opened up the round to the T's, but he makes it work for him. Bomb goes down, 3-on-1 now, and it's going to be Ocean as the last man with the bomb in hand now. 50 seconds on the clock. What's he going to do here? He can't really think about winning this round. The money's so dire for the team. Maybe just hold on to it, get some exit kills. He has got enough time to ticking away, but he knows if the CT's plays correctly. There's very little chance of him getting into it. If he's going to go for it, he needs to find that first entry frag. B, potentially the worst place to go. You can see 2 CTs over there now waiting for him. But it looks like he is going to have a go at this.
Just creeping forward. As our aerial drone camera, piloted by the PGL staff. No air clearance today, but they still just take the risk. Show off the exact positioning. And it works out because Ocean's able to find Strebber, who was a bit slow to react. Perhaps caught sleeping. Does he get a bomb down? That would have been massive, but he doesn't.
But there we go, 4 in a row now for the boys in Method. You can look at the money. Without that bomb getting planted, that would have been great. That could have actually got them a really decent buy going to this next round. But they need to work out, are they going to force buy again? I guess when you have the loss bonus at this stage, you can afford to get the Tech 9s and armor. Potentially, I'd see what their luck's like on B. They haven't done a full B play yet. They have got the control last round, so they know they can get up to the top there and potentially smoke off some key choke points, get some flashes in, potentially get a bomb down. Looks like they may be doing that as well. They get that banana control straight away. Stewie will be leading the charge here. If he calls, he can get full banana control at the top. I wouldn't see why not. They have got a smoke to play with. With just 1, you can just smoke off CT spawn and hope for the best here. So it looks like that's probably what to do. Smoke CT spawn, flashes over, hope you get the entry kill, but this shouldn't be too hard to hold off from the CTs here. They're going very close, which is going to work out very nicely for them.
Smoke deep, though, from the T's. That's an interesting one because it will allow them potentially to wrap through CT. And that looks to be what they want to do. They've done it. They've taken down Ely, so now they can control construction and force their way to B in 2 angles. Smartly, though, that allows Strebber to put down a smoke on his own because he's read the play perfectly. He's also dropped the bomb. Great response, good composure, and now it's just going to be 3 players with 1 AK recovered from Ape against these rifles. And SMG, mind you, of Justin. They catch the lurk. Ellis as well. Ape, interestingly, though, does manage to find one more pick with that AK, but all for naught. 5 rounds now to Method.
So SKDC actually tried one of the old Fnatic strats there, that smoke in front of the oranges. Getting the bomb down in that situation could be really damaging for a CT team, but as they tried to plant, they actually went too far through the smoke. It just stuck out like a sore thumb there and didn't manage to get it down and got shut down completely. But interesting enough now, Justin is going to be going into an MP7 into this 6th round. Maybe he's got something up his sleeve. They're going to go very close in apartments perhaps, but again, the T's getting banana control, seeing what they can do with it. 3 players being committed over there, but they haven't been able to execute properly over the lack of economy they've had. Now they have a decent buy. Maybe they can make something work with this.
Slow passive play still, though. Ely's going to try and establish this, but the problem with that position is that once you're forced out of it like this, before there's already been an exchange, is that you're leaving Strebber alone in the site. So he needs to be weary of the fact that if a smoke coming through will force him out of position. Of course, you can always flash back through it, but it's a risk play at that point. And here it goes. There's that smoke I'm talking about. So he has to take the rotation point now through construction, and Strebber doesn't have time to react to it. So Stewie's got the entry. This is SKDC's best chance, but that nade that goes in, look at the damage done. Slemmy, Stewie, and Ellis all on single digits, and take that away from Slemmy as another nade will close him off. So Strebber managing to do enough damage on the entry to at least allow his teammates a chance, and it's going to be a chance that's almighty because things are transpiring in a way that suggests any more nades and any more utilities spent will work in the favor of Method. And not only that, a team kill coming out from Ocean against Ellis makes things look even better for Method. It's left to Ape. He's going to be in a decent post-plant position, and winning that first frag means the round is entirely winnable. 18 health. Does he go for the bait? He's on it. He's definitely holding it. Mainline's holding it. He's got to take this peek, and Ape, he doesn't hit the shot initially. That was far too close, but well done in the end.
Yeah, smart play from Ape, but like you said, not hitting that first shot. Oh, 1 second remaining in it. Very close stuff indeed. But that was pretty interesting as well. The fact that the CT's got so much damage off, didn't get any kills. You thought that the retake would have been reasonably simple for them, but just didn't find any shots there. Got shut down. Ape coming up massive again. We saw him get a 3-on-1 in Mirage, and he wins another 2-on-1 situation and gets him finally around on the board. This is an important round, obviously. They get reset money after this, so you can see them trying to get that banana control again. We did say before, if they actually managed to get a full execute onto the B side, they may be able to make it work for them. That's exactly what they did. And now we go into the 7th round, 5-1 in favor of Method.
Resetting the money bonus, though, is a big thing right now for SKDC. So they need to pick up another one here potentially. Again, keep the economy honest. They've done that, though. The last 2 rounds have been efficient enough that there's not another buy in the bank right now for Method.
Yeah.
So SKDC may have pulled themselves back a little bit sooner, because I said early on that it was spiraling because it was a script for an absolute stomp at the initial aspect of this.
Well then, players actually got some great map control here. Look how far they've got up into middle area. CTs have no idea, now playing a very passive setup, and it's going to be the execution now.
And a second smoke as well will not only push Silent back further, but limit his options. But he's read this. He knows that they're looking for the wrap play. And whether or not he knows, he sets up correctly for it, because he's taken down Slemmy, but Ocean getting by is able to pull the trigger just slightly too soon. And Justin's now rotating over. He's going to catch Ocean still in transition, which means the split doesn't really work out. But Ellis is still there. Justin doesn't know it, so he does get caught in the end and things open back up, but just as quickly as that, it's traded one after the other. It's like playing that game with your father when you're a kid, trying to get your hand on top, whoever's in the bottom just keeps moving back out from underneath. Either way, it's Method to close out the round, then Ape will go down. SKDC, money bonus reset.
What was that game called again?
I don't know what it was called.
Just the game where you have the hand.
You know what I mean? You put your hand on the bottom, then your next hand, and then...
Yeah, we can play it later if you like.
Nah, that's kind of weird.
There we go then. Ape unable to clutch around once again. 2-on-1 goes in the favor of Method. And they will be, like we said, the money is now reset. This is where in a very dangerous position for the Method. Can potentially stabilize their economy now and get right back into it. Justin again with that MP7. He knows the eco's coming. He wants to get a big bankroll. So good investment from him, I think. That's actually a wise purchase this time round. But the T's, this time not opting to go towards the banana side. They're actually going to back towards middle. Couple of flashbangs. But the CT's so far been playing very passively. So they should be able to clear this one up pretty simply. But let's see how it is. The execution now coming in.
An execution that's going to be thwarted because there is the slight gap in that smoke. Mainline, though, has exhausted all of his ammunition and not found much at all, so he's got to fall back in order to get the reload, giving up a little bit more position in front of the truck. And that position is going to be taken. It's Ocean, but taken meanwhile is the rest of the lives of his teammates, so it amounts to nothing. And now things start to go back because after resetting that money bonus, they get an efficient round. Method can secure what they started to lose a little bit.
So, the game's starting to run away here from SKDC. Another force buy coming in. Well, I guess it's not a force buy. They've got Tech 9s here. They know they can afford next time. So this is actually a reasonable investment. One smoke and a couple of flashbangs for them. The banana's been the only area that's worked out for them so far. They've got some decent control there. They're not getting too contested. They know they can get to the top before anything happens. So, again, opting to do that, see what they can do with it. But the CTs are aware. Looks like they will have one man at Ely at the top just getting information, but not enough. As you can see there, the T's are right at the top now. This is a huge round. Will they be able to make anything work with this?
Made in again. Ely, he's going to get forced out again. Not only that, the smoke takes away his initial intentions of laying out fire, but he gets back in just in time to stop the bomb. So even though they've overwhelmed Roberts, I want to see a different approach to that defense because that is giving up far too much control on B every time. That is definitely a weakness. Either get aggressive toward Banana or find a better way to establish the crossfire. Because now a bomb down and a decent chance here 3-on-3, but guns still in the favor of Method and potentially just enough done by Ely to recover that. Good smoke as well on Emo. That's going to mean that the player hiding in the corner won't have the ability to peek quite so easily, and Method on the retake looking solid, down to 1 versus 2. Ellis, though, brought this back with his M4, and now he has to go through that smoke that they deploy. Good pre-fire. Having none of it, and also having a kit.
Oh.
Doesn't have it? I'm surprised. I thought he had all kinds of time with that kit.
No, I guess not. That's a huge round. That's the Ellis with a massive clutcher, I guess you can call it. Coming down, looked like he lost a round, but not enough time left on the bomb, and that's the second one on the board. And what a way to win it. It's the second time they've gone into that B bomb site, got a bomb down, and managed to convert it to a victory. So, considering the state they were in terms of their money last round, they didn't even have armor that time. Tech 9s, 1 smoke, and 2 flashes wins the round. And like you said, that synergy the CTs are having on that defense it's not really working. They're not getting frag and then one player hiding, then refacing. They're both facing at the same time, getting themselves into difficult situations and getting taken down with P250s. It's not really good enough at this stage. You're much better off playing one player at oranges, one player at coils perhaps, and then you can take the attention off each other, reface at different times. But again, getting that banana control. The T's know this is the area that's weak for the CTs right now. So working it again, 4 players up there. Actually, pardon me, it's going to be 3 players and maybe a fake coming in on the other side of the site.
I mean, again, the same crossfire is set up, so SKDC have the same possibility to exploit the site. Ely's got to find something to do about this. They haven't gone aggressive at all either, so it's not like Method were getting caught out in that position. They just haven't even used it. Yeah, so it could actually catch off SKDC if they throw it out suddenly.
They need to change what they're doing. This defense can be very difficult with Famises now. They don't even have the M4s to hold it off.
And that initial flash catches Roberts, which makes it even worse this time. They throw the deep smoke. Ely needs to read that deep smoke because both times they've thrown it, they've done exactly that. Push to get control of construction. And they're not winning any of the exchanges. This is very well done by SKDC. They've definitely found the chink in the armor, and they're going to go straight through it every time.
I think you're absolutely right there. The fact that they're not even making any frags now suggests this setup is completely wrong. They need to work out what they're doing. They're so undetermined what they're doing. Are they going for an aggressive phase? Are they playing it passively? They're both facing at different times and getting shut down. There was no crossfire whatsoever. You saw one player pushing through a smoke and hiding and letting players run past while his teammate got completely owned in CT spawn. So they're not really playing together. They're playing one-on-one games, and it's just not working out for them. I think they need to start doing some more aggression, like you said. Either they take an AWP towards B and go for that initial pick just to lock that control down. But so far, the T's are having way too much ease, getting up the top of banana each time, uncontested, and allowing them to do a full execute onto the site. Now look at the money for CTs.
Yeah, this has pulled it back. This is definitely exactly what SK needed to do to give themselves a chance.
Difficult times.
It really becomes a game of money at this point. And SKDC have done like the bare minimum required to make it successful, but they've given themselves a real shot here. Interesting push though by Method. They want to go right down middle. And Ellis will spot up Justin. Good reaction shot as well for him, as in the process of resetting his recoil from already putting a few shots toward the window, and still nails that headshot. So SKDC read this push. Now not only have they picked up 4 kills, they've lost 2 members, but they've got 3 guns still up. If it ends that way, it's going to contribute even further to what we were just talking about, but it will end that way. It very nearly didn't. It'll be 7-4.
Well, Method's still okay after losing 3 in a row now. That's kind of disappointing for them. It's been that B bomb side. It's been weak for them. They need to change up the methodology there. start pushing down, show some aggression, mix it up a bit, use the deep smoke.
Does Method need to change the method?
Yes, that's good.
You said it, essentially. You just didn't catch yourself saying it.
I'm just too good for my own brain sometimes. Well, here we go. Looks like the CTs are actually listening. They're going for the aggressive push. We know how to play this game.
This is much better. So Robert's down. He's given itself up. And all it is to get this presence, by the way, it's not like it's that difficult. It depends a little bit on the T-spawns and how much they want to flash through that deep smoke. But if you put out one smoke that low on Banana, you can 9 times out of 10 at least get to car safely. That time they go even further.
Well, that time they actually invested 3 CTs over there as well. They know how much that's letting them down. So just showing that presence at the start of the round, it doesn't allow the teams to have fully everything. They have to retake it with some utility.
And not only that, look at how much this strengthens the rest of the map. They've been giving up Banana. Now they've got control of it. They can also bring Roberts back over to A. So there's 4 on A. 1 player in Banana makes that much difference. Because they know they've already deterred them from Banana. So the chances are they are going to work A. And they are indeed. They'll go straight through. But Justin lining up 2. Ape and Stewie walk into his crosshair. Still not said and done yet, though, for Method, because it is still a 3-on-3 with a late rotation coming over, so the advantage works in the favor of SKDC, and Ely's given up Pit. I'm very surprised he leaves Pit that early. Not only that, gets caught out by the smoke, and Ellis and Slummy will close it back. SKDC catching out a few mistakes from Method will take yet another round.
So they have the foreman over there. They know exactly what's going on. But this is the problem for me. They lost the first frag here. Why do they have to be so aggressive in this situation? You've got the man advantage. Set the crossfires up. Get in the pit, perhaps. Make them come to you. But they're bringing the fight too closer to the T's. And those exchanges they're doing right now, when you're so far in the open, it's just you're going to be in a one-and-done position. Gets taken down there by the T's, and ultimately that puts them in a huge advantage now in terms of the economy. This could be a couple of runs strung together now. So 7-5. SKDC getting 4 in a row now. They've really turned this around and made it a very positive half, and there's still more to come, as this round is going to be yet another eco for Method. And they're looking down pretty weak right now. It looks like they're going to have to work out what to do. They answered back with a push down Banana that round, but the A-hold was the thing that let them down that time.
No comment.
No comment at all?
No comment on the A-hold.
Okay.
Nade goes in. Justin's going to go down to 7 HP rather, but still managing to hit that Deeg. If SKDC pick up this round and potentially one more, make this 8-7, then map 3 could be a very serious possibility. Bit of a pop flash as they want to get some more information. Ellis will get silent. Start things off for SKDC. Strebber, though, changing things up, and Ely's rotated quickly. Again, though, he was forced behind that smoke. Even like a boost. Get on top of something like Oranges 1, Oranges 2. Play an off angle if you have to, because Trevor's just getting overwhelmed so much in those situations. This time it won't matter. They're going to head back over toward the A site. One more kill coming in for Justin, so work well done by him, considering he had 9 HP for the 2 kills that he picked up. It's a 2 versus 2 as well, and Ely's picked up an AK. He's running so quickly, though, he's going to be heard. And he's got his teammate with him. Ellis in the pit, very low. If he overpeaks, could get caught. His arm is spotted. Oh, but he kills his teammate. The worst timing ever as Trevor walks out, and it goes to a 2-on-2, but he still picks up the round. Very well done, but my God, that could have been scary.
Oh, God, that team kill couldn't have come at a worse time, but he does make up for it and getting the frag and clutching the round. So an answer back from Method here. It's taken them 4 rounds, but finally they're forced by, well, it wasn't even 4, I think it was more of an eco round. They had Deagles there, but here we go. That's the team kill coming into play, and the spray down on the bomb site does go in Ely's favor. And yeah, they win the half of this point, but they really want to close out the last 2 rounds just to get some more morale boost. They've had a very difficult last 5 rounds, but now then, SKDC have got a full buy here, and it looks like the CTs will be sending 3 men towards that banana area again, getting that presence there and locking down the bomb site. They're going to be contested this time, though.
And Mainline's going to be the one to push. He's already spotted them, but he's already spotted back in return, so they don't actually have the control they think they do with that deep smoke. And now look at the response. SKDC have an invitation to get aggressive, and they'll take it. Silent the next to drop. Justin fast on the rotation, but they're 2 men down, trying to retake a very confined B site, which is now completely occupied. In fact, infested with T players. Good read to realize that there is a player up on top of the spools. That's where Stewie was, but Justin not able to line up the shot perfectly. I like the stack.
Yeah, but not much I can do with it, really. They get shut down 1 by 1. Justin's going to be the last man in a 3-on-1 situation. Bomb down as well. Hasn't got much chance to look into this one.
Justin knows now he's also going to be aggressed. Knows Ocean wants to head toward the tree. Just get away with this one, but they're hot on the seal. Yeah, no, not if he's going to head down Speedway, trying desperately to get on top. That was well done. I'll give him credit for that, for finding the one on Ape. I didn't even think he'd get that far, but does drop down, and it is 8-6 as we head into the last round of the first half.
So again, we see them win one round, win the subsequent round after that. Money's reset, $1,400 given out to each player, and you can see them now. Dire Straits, 2 M4s there, and 3 5.7s coming into play. Obviously, a round they need to win, but if SKDC get this one, get 7 rounds on the board, they've had a very successful T-side in comparison to how they started the match. Going down, was it 5-0 in the opening round, so they've done very well to get all of them back.
Good trade, starting it off, so this favors SKDC, but not if Justin can continue doing that. We haven't even seen, I feel like this is like a foreign territory on the map. We haven't even seen a lot of apartment presence.
No, we haven't at all. It's been all about the T's getting control of Banana, and then when the CTs answer back, they go into the B straight away. But here we go. Strebor takes down 2 huge 5-7 kills there, and actually guarantees them the round. This is amazing. How have they got this round? But they seem to be struggling with the gun ones. Maybe they should just use the 5-7s going forward. But here we go. Slemmy's going to be the last man remaining now. 4-on-1. 1 minute to play with. He has got the bomb, but a massive mountain to climb here if he's going to have any chance of clutching this one.
Ain't no mountain high. Ain't no valley low. Ain't no river wide enough to keep him from trying in this round, because it is round 15. No point in saving. It's going to be done all over. You called it. Round was pretty much gone. Method 9. SKDC 6.
Yeah, really weird scenes there.
6 without the pistol, too.
Pretty crazy, right? Yeah, that's a very good point. If you don't win the pistol, and if you get 6 rounds, 6 decent gun rounds on the T7 Inferno, that's actually really good from them. A little bit sloppy from Method going into that. I think again, why not take a pause when you're losing so many rounds towards B? Obviously, the setups aren't really working for them. It took them a while to even adapt and push people down there, but it was too far gone at that point. It worked once, and then the time they did it again with 3 players, the T's contested it, and they got completely shut down in that area. So that was a funny round. And that's actually one they won as well. I think they won. Method actually won 2 EK rounds there, so they were quite lucky to get what they did. Percentage-wise, they were pretty locked out of that one. But here we go then.
And remember, that was like 7-1 at one point when they initially reset the money bonus.
Yeah.
And Method had all the chances in the world to build their economy out of control.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, there we go then. Here we go. Method do stop onto the T side. Obviously, the unfavored half, but CT's playing a very passive game. 3 players towards the B site, expecting the execute over there, but the T's are making their way up middle fast now.
Very fast. They'll continue forward this time. It's Ellis again. He actually, if you go back to the pistol round, hit the shot in reverse of that on the CT side to start things off, and then picked up a second. But they don't know Stewie's there. They actually run right by him. Very well done for Stewie to stay hidden, and they slow down this wrap play. So for the second time, we have the potential of seeing the CTs pick up the pistol round. Bombs down. Silent will recover it. He has an option, a limited option to work back to A. Slemmy's timing inside. Library's perfect, though, so Justin does go down, but he pushes a little bit too far away. He's pretty much got to give up the A side. He won't take the one-on-one, so bomb plant in. That's important because Method now could potentially buy on round 3. Or round 18, if you would. So Silent, oh yeah, look at that. Pinched, perfectly timed. Slemmy with the kill. Diffuse goes to Ape.
From what I've seen tonight, I'm pretty sure they're going to Tech 9 this round. You NA guys seem to really love a force buy.
Don't lump me in with them.
No?
I'm world.
Okay. You're representing Earth. Yeah?
I represent Iceland.
Okay.
They have a really good CS scene.
And here we go. There is the force buy I mentioned. I would have preferred them, like you said, just get the AKs next round and favour themselves and give themselves the much higher percentage chance. But here we go then. It's going to be the force buy Tech 9s. There is some decent nades in there as well. 4 players at the bottom of the middle, and the CT's showing some contention towards mid at the start. Maybe just going to get some damage off, and they do some decent damage. Silent and Mainline taken down to half HP each.
You said doo-doo.
Did I?
You said doo-doo.
Is that bad?
No. I'm just immature. So it made me chuckle.
Well then. The T's.
Setting cars on fire doesn't make me chuckle, though. That's scary. He's lucky there's no gas in that, or Silent would have exploded. Could you imagine if Valve put that in the
It's
game?
coming. Next update.
Next update.
Yeah.
Newsflash, car and banana now explodes.
Okay.
We already have jump shots on SMGs and scouts. We might as well just go full Call of Duty.
Yeah, the cars explode in that game, didn't they? Yeah, I see what you're doing there. Okay, so the T's looking like they're doing an execute onto B of their own. Smokes in hand, Molotovs trying to flush some CTs out, but there are going to be 3 men waiting for them, and it's going to be very difficult to take them down. With the HP they have remaining as well, they should get mown down pretty instantly going into this one. You can see the setup's much more passable.
Molotov, though, and there it is. It's going to force Stewie. They're going for the skybox bounce. This is actually very similar to how we see Keatstars play it, and it has all 3 positions on the left of the site covered, which means Stewie has to go into water. Wow. That's a good read from Method, but Ocean, very well done. As he retreats to safety, he's able to do some damage. That damage is nullified by the fact that mainline still existed with a Tech 9. Also still exists with Bomb, but he's going to get confronted. And now Ape has very good HP against the very low HP of mainline, and he tries desperately to win it out. And Method, or rather, excuse me, SKDC just barely holding on.
Ocean with a crazy double kill for the smoke there. That's pretty good. There it is on the screen right now. You've got to be counting your blessings when you pull one of those off, so he's going to be happy with that. That actually guarantees in the round there a downer man, and it would have been impossible for him to win unless he got that double spray down. But, of course, without winning that round, that puts Method in a very difficult situation. Now, P250's in a deagle, 1 flashbang to play with, and seems like they're going to just go straight down middle, maybe through apartments, or just burst down middle with a flashbang. Yet to be seen, but you can see them all gathering up now. And it should be a pretty simple round for the CTs, but when is it ever in CSGO? Here they go, executing.
Shots rain either direction. Again, Pistols making a bit of presence known. Bomb went down early, so Slemmy knows it's at least on A. It's not in a securable position, but if Slemmy continues to get the kills, it will be. And with Ocean now coming over, it definitely is. So 1 loss, that's it. It'll go to 9-9. SKDC already tying it back up. And remember, if they win this map, we do go to map 5, which is Train.
That would be cool. We haven't casted much Train this tournament, so... Anyway, then, going back to this game, we can see the AWP coming out for Silence. And Stewie, I'm not sure what gun he's got. We can see him actually getting a rifle as well. So a 5-man rifle setup for the CTs. It'll be interesting to see where Silent goes with this, where he will try to work a pick. He's going to be holding middle for the start of the round, seeing if there's any faces from the CT. Maybe he will get something. No one coming towards him. But a very passive and traditional setup in the CT so far. No aggression being shown from them. T's taking this very slowly, seeing where they can get map control. Looks like they're going to try and get into that B area, but they will have a CT waiting in the top there. Ocean just trying to face and get some sort of intel on the T's, but they're not giving anything away. Both teams playing very tentatively so far.
And a Molotov out to just check bedroom, make sure there's no one lurking forward from SKDC. They are playing a similar setup, actually, in B, interestingly enough, to the one that we called out Method for leaving weaknesses, but we'll see what the response is. That's the big thing.
They've got the player as spools this time, which means they can separate their attention and make it difficult for the T's to take both of them out at the same time. That's the difference.
Meanwhile, on A, there's a double presence toward Pit, as Ape is on the balcony above to cover the apartments, but Ellis is inside, hiding out. Slummy's on Arch. Give you the read on the default. In fact, Ellis now, knowing that there hasn't been a lot of pressure on A, is going to rotate to a faster position to get to B. So he's just going to come over beside Slummy. And that's the correct call right now, as it turns out, because there are 4 players grouping, opposing that smoke on the entry. And, oh, man, that's so desperate. Ocean only able to collect the first kill using so many bullets and putting himself so far forward that he burns alive when he tries to retreat. So Ellis has to come around quickly. It is Stewie, though, to pick up Strebber, and Ellis goes through the smoke. Ellis, very brave indeed. And SKDC have another late lead. We could be staring at Train.
I think we're going to. Judging by the way Method are approaching this, seems like SKDC are really pulling out all the stops. Stewie seems to be a man who's not getting huge frags on the scoreboard, but the Fraxio is getting a very important, good retake from him there. And that's going to force Method onto yet another eco now. We can see no force by here, no armor in sight. They have got decent money going to the next round, so they maybe just want to be aiming to get a bomb down now. ED has got smoke and flashbangs. All players heading up the second mid area. It's going to be another fast round for them, I believe. They have tried this quite a lot of times before, just walking out middle together and seeing what they can do. If it's smoking off the outside, perhaps. Oh, it's actually quad-side this time. It's going to be pushing up together. What's going to come of this?
What's going to come of it is Slemmy doing more damage than potentially should have, but a knife comes back. Did he get it? No, he didn't. His teammate stole that from out from under the blade. But Slemmy was spotted very early inside that cubby, and yet still given the space to find kills. So Method with their pistols, a little bit underwhelming.
Right then, 11 rounds on the board for SKDC. Definitely in the driving seat on the favoured side of this map, that being CT. This is a decent buy for Method now. They haven't really had a chance to execute anything. They're getting shut down pretty much everywhere. They've tried Banana a couple of times, but hasn't gone well for them. The crossfire is actually being effective this time for the first time on this map, and getting shut down completely. It seems like they'll be getting something a little bit slower, perhaps. Justin at the bottom there. just waiting to see what the CTs do. Like, the best thing you can do as a T side is force out the CT utility at the start, make them try and use everything they have before you decide to do anything. It means they're forced back to the bomb side, then it allows you to get some map control at least. But now then, Strebel getting into the top of Banana. Will he be calling for the rest of his team to join him?
Flash over, spotted by Justin, able to turn and pre-fire the corner. Nobody waiting for it. And this will allow them a little bit closer. That bomb's thrown all the way back down at the bottom of T-stairs, by the way, so at this point it's just look for information, look for picks, exploit something in the defense that so far has been the dominant force on this second half. We've gone from 9-6 to 9-11. So SKDC looking similar to what Method did, or rather, Method attempted to do on Mirage before coming up just short at the end. Ellis getting the first kill. It'll be main line to go down. And Ellis needs to be careful. He's over-rotated out of pit a few times before. They've been able to close out the rounds regardless, but it's such a popular position. Fortunately, as we see now, there is Ape there with him. And Ely wants to find a way to work in front of the library. Stewie, meanwhile, finding Strebber at B. Well, that'll slow that separated push down, but they're still going to go on it. There's 11 seconds. They need to get this bomb down. It's over. SKDC just won the round on that kill right there. Bombs dropped. Ely nowhere in sight.
Yeah, it's going to be Ely, the last man remaining. And I don't think he's going to survive this one either. If he dies now, it'll be horrible for him, and he will go down. That means Ely goes into the next round with next to nothing. You see, he's got $900 here. That's devastating for them. After the loss bonus, they've lost 6 in a row. They will have decent money for the rest of the team, but he will have next to nothing. They're kind of working out their options now. We haven't seen a single tactical pause all night, and I think that's
I was just thinking that, actually.
This
is the right time.
Not all night. This is the perfect time to do it. You're working out what you can do to get back into this, and the CTs now in the driving seat, they can start doing some aggressive stuff, and that's exactly what they're doing. Look at this. They've got players at the top of Banana, getting some intel, working out what the T's are doing, but it seems like Method is very scared now. Being rattled a little bit, especially with Ely having very low economy. He's going to have a Glock. No armor, and a smoke grenade.
Glock, baby. It's the worst spot. It's not like his team was going on to an eco when he died there either. They were going on to a buy that he now is not enabled to be a part of. Justin does have the lineup. He shoots just above Slemmy's head. Unfortunate, but is the case. And he took a little bit of damage in response. Not a whole lot. Down to 59 HP. Still workable. Still usable as Ape and Ellis continue this dual stack on pit. Seemingly impenetrable so far because Method yet to pick up a round on this T side as the fire gets deployed on Slemmy, but there's the opening pick. Finally, Silent gives Method something to work with. The response is that they give up pit entirely and go forward, and Ellis going forward with a charge is going to take down 2. This should indicate that there is going to be pressure on Banana immediately after, but Stewie pushing out and only finding 1 means the rotations don't need to be overcommitted. And Ellis finds the information at middle to confirm that, so Ape comes back, and Ape is ready and set, but the smoke can play. Justin's got to go 20 seconds, and they're splitting up. Ely's, oh, it's done. It's over. There's no way. 16 seconds, he's just getting to Banana now, and it's not like it's going to be an open site. So forget it. I don't even know why he's pushing forward. All he's doing at this point is giving away an AK.
He just wanted to make sure he died again. He didn't want to go to the next round of $0 perhaps with 8 seconds on the clock after what happened last time. But now then, this is a very dangerous situation for Method. They're looking down again. SKDC are in touching distance of taking this map. Very low money. They don't want to force buy again. I think they'll be playing the long game. We saw them do this in Mirage. Didn't work out for them. And full Glock buy perhaps. Maybe learning that you can't force buy every single round, Matt. What do you think?
It's a lie. You totally can.
Yeah?
It's not advisable, but you can.
Yeah, well, you can do anything you like, really, but
I think you should buy dualies every round.
Yeah, you were talking about that before the show. I told you not to mention it on air.
Dualies and shotguns, and you'll always have money.
Well, here we go. Edie, what's going on here? So, one player's force bought Tech 9 and armor. Teammates aren't joining him. Hello? Oh, match is paused.
We have pause.
Okay, fine.
I was waiting for. I was like, they have time.
Yeah, I thought I didn't see the match is paused. I thought they're just about to leave spawn with one guy on Tech 9 armor. So that's pretty interesting approach to the game.
I mean, it is kind of see those big giant letters in the middle of the screen. I agree. I understand.
Hey man, some of us are trying to analyze there.
Hence why you should be the one to notice. Silent 21-17. 21-17 matched by Ellis for SKDC. Look at the amount of assists that Stewie has. I find those games to be so frustrating.
Why is it frustrating for you?
I mean, ultimately the goal is to win, and they are taking the lead right now. But it's like you've done all that damage, and you just never convert.
He's just happy to be there, helping out.
Is
Doing
he,
work.
though?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know him very well. I don't know him at all.
He gives you shout-outs yet every day on stream, though.
Never had any run-in with him in my life.
It's
so
a bit bizarre.
I
But they do
think-
finally use a pause. So first time we've seen it, we just talked about that, and it does come into effect. It's going to be on a Tech 9 round, so I don't expect as much to come out of it. We've talked about how post-pause rounds typically go the way of the pauser, but there might be a chance, actually, because they're getting so aggressive in middle. If they overplay this and overcommit, they could lose. Okay, well, I take that back.
The chance has officially been flushed away by by SKDC, sorry. And like you said, that pause, when you do take a pause, right, I say this quite a lot. When you're a team taking a pause and you're trying to obviously adapt to what your opposers are doing, there's always a good chance they're going to utilize that time as well and say, like, okay, they're taking a pause, let's utilize this time as well and come back with something they wouldn't expect. Fully rush down middle there, and it's made that force buy completely disappear. But when you've lost so many rounds in a row as the terrorist side, those force buys aren't too bad because you're getting like $3,500 every single round. And now they will have a pretty decent buy. As long as they save about 1.2k each going into it, they should be absolutely fine. You can see actually averaging 5k going into this potentially match point for SKDC. But here we go then. I'm not a believer so far. From what Method have brought to the table, I don't see them getting 6 in a row to kind of stabilize this, but let's see what happens.
Seems ages ago that SKDC had all kinds of problems on their CT side in the first 2 maps. Because they look to level the series despite being on series point in the last 2. Train might be a possibility. How fitting. As we'll see Slemmy deploy some fire to slow down this push at alt mid. They're still going to go through it. They want to fight no matter what. And they do get the exchange mainline. Well done, but Ellis knows exactly what he's up to and manages to fire back through the smoke to drop the bomb. And not only that, he's not going to stick around to allow a refrag. He'll fall back to the bomb site. Ocean, late peak, very low HP as a result of it, but he finds Ely. 4 versus 2. Almost counts and cancelled out. And Ape, that's such a hard entry point. You're never going to find him when he's in the pit waiting for you from balcony. You have to pretty much nail it. Perhaps even bunny hop beyond it, as we've seen nothing do in the past, but nothing will be the result of this round for Method. It's going to be match point. SKDC 15-9. We might go the distance.
I think we are. It's happening. It's real. And we have obviously Method have to force buy here. And they have got a pretty decent buy. AKs, armor, bit of utility chucks in there as well. But with the bed SKDC have made for themselves, look at that, 5 incendiaries, 5 smokes. They can lock out the T's for so long. It's been so hard to penetrate this fortress they can create of equipment. But all 5 players, full Method going towards the B area, seeing if they can get control, which they should be able to get here. It looks like they'll just try a little XQ onto the B side. But like I said, with the amount of stuff SKDC has to play with, they can just lock them out for so long.
And they're going to try to do exactly that. We haven't seen a full committed banana push in a while. Mainline taking Stewie, leaves it to Ocean, and Ocean has to rotate. Motion in the Ocean. But how quickly the tides turn because they are inside the B site. And that will allow Method not only to get inside, but now secure it by taking down Ocean. So this might not be done. We might finally have a response from Method. Too little too late perhaps, but it's a start. If they can start to break away the economy, chip it back, and secure back-to-back rounds, they'll give themselves a real opportunity. They know Ely's on the flank, so they'll turn back around, try and put the pressure into him. But as they do, Justin will come out and support his teammate who's now deceased. But what is dead may never die. And yet, Method's still alive. So, Ellis on 41. Sure to go down shortly. Does do more economic damage, though, and that's a problem because they'll reset the lost round bonus heading into this next round with 3 members on 35, 35, and 36.
Okay, then that was kind of weird from the CTs. Like I said, they had so much to play with to hold the T's off, but they opted to go for the flash push there. I don't think they had to do that. When you're up against the ropes, you've got nothing to hold the T's off. That's when you normally do that because you need to get that first frag and get your team back into the round. But they had 2 smokes still on the B side. They had 2 Molotovs, or incendiaries, if you will. But that was a strange push. But perhaps, like I said, they had so many rounds to play with. They want to go for the more audacious plays and set the tone for the round. But here we go then, go into round number 26. 5 rounds needed for Method. They have been gifted one, so the campaign does start here. Let's see if they can get back into this one. That is the first one they've actually got this half as well.
which is crazy when you think about it.
9 rounds in a row.
Really, these games, though, they've been consecutive rounds on end. There's a storyline of these solid halves, but even in the first couple games, I mean, it was just a one-side stomp.
Well, here we go then. Time ticking away. Method actually picking up their first frag onto a very important player.
This is a better response, though, from Ocean this time, because with Stewie down, Ocean doesn't rotate through construction. He's still inside the site, and he's got a rotation a lot closer to him, so they still have a crossfire established. And there it is, Slemmy. He's the one that's in position. Now they think, oh, maybe we should smoke it again, but already 2 players gone. Make it 3. The late smoke is a huge problem. They definitely should have made that happen sooner. And Method, 1 versus 3 for Streber. And he's already getting spammed out through this smoke. 21 seconds. He's got to go for a plant. But the longer he waits to do so, the sooner the lurkers will stock. And the closer, I should say, the lurkers will stock, because he's not going to have much room at all. He'll try and bait this. Ellis will take the bait, look for the initial peek, but now that he's shooting, it's all been given away. So no smoke on the choke point allows Slemmy to pick up 2 crucial frags, and it goes 16-10. We're going to train.
Yep, pack your bags. We're going on a trip, and it's train is the method of transport. So,
spoiler alert, the train goes into a yard for repairs, gets derailed, and then someone wants to plant a bomb and blow everyone up. So it's not a great vacation. Don't pack. Pack lightly.
You won't need much stuff.
Pack lightly.
Oh, wow. What a series it's turning out to be. After the first 2 maps, like we said, we kind of expected it to be a run over. We didn't see them getting back into this whatsoever, but they bounced back 2 in a row, and we do go into the final map. Interesting times there. Let's have a look at the scoreboard there. Who was the players that stepped up? Look at Silence entry kills there for Method. So
8. That's insane.
That's pretty crazy, right?
That's not just entry, though, mind you, because it also includes the CT side. But First Blood, no less. Your point still stands. Just not to confuse other. But Ellis was actually your top fragger.
Yeah, he was actually really impressive. I wanted to point him out at the end of the day. He was getting some big frags, and Ape actually did some great clutches as well. So good stuff all round for them. But second map, two apiece now for Method and SKDC. We're going to the final map, D-Train. From what I've read online, Method do play this map, and they are the favoured ones, I guess, going into this. They seem to be the more tactical team, apparently, but who knows? From what I've seen tonight, I'm not really sure how this one will go down.
Yeah, we've seen some streaky Counter-Strike from both teams. We won't bore you by rambling on. We'll get ready and reset to go into map 5, the deciding match, determining who goes into the group stages. Again, Luminosity, CLG, Liquid already qualified. Winner of this next map, they're in there too. We'll be right back. They're all not going that way. They're coming directly towards Silent. A nice shot on the second, just barely collecting Ellis before he eventually drops to Ape, not able to switch his reactions fast enough. Motion against Ellis makes things look even better for Method. It's left to Ape. He's going to be in a decent post-plant position, and winning that first frag means the round is entirely winnable. 18 health. Does he go for the bait? He's on it. He's definitely holding it. Mainline's holding it. He's got to take this peek, and Ape, he doesn't hit the shot initially. That was far too close, but position in front of the truck. And that position's going to be taken. It's Ocean, but taken meanwhile is the rest of the lives of his teammates. So not only that, the smoke takes away his initial intentions of laying out fire, but he gets back in just in time to stop the bombs. Ellis in the pit, very low. If he overpeaks, could get caught. His arm is spotted. Oh, but he kills his teammate. The worst timing ever as Streber walks out, and it goes for a 2-on-2, but he still picks up the round. Very well done.
And then when the CT knocks it back, it goes into the B straight away. But here we go. Streber takes down 2 huge 5-7 kills.
Stewie has to go into water. Wow. That's a good read from Method, but Ocean, very well done. Ellis has to come around quickly. It is Stewie, though, to pick up Streber, and Ellis goes through the smoke. Ellis, very brave indeed. He's down, but they're still going to go on it. There's 11 seconds. They need to get this bomb down. It's over. SKDC just won the round on that kill right there. Bombs dropped.